Hi, my name is Leroy Williams, All for Dogs Training, Rehabilitation. I want to talk about something today. It's going to be something I start to promote. It might be good for some people in other styles, but in foundation style dog training, we like to put everything into like a standard practice. So if you bring your dog to any other foundation style trainer, you know you're going to get the same things, same handling instructions, same everything, because it's going to be standardized. So what I'm going to talk about this morning or today is going to be leash handling skills. Foundation style training, we call it Leash Ninja. So I'm going to zoom this in a little bit, keep it on my hands. So what we're going to do is talk about how to handle a leash, how to hold it. We're going to call this starting position. I want to zoom that in even more. So this would be the starting position. And from here, if we want to give the dog room to go out, this is how we do it. And in this system, the way we teach it, if you practice what we teach, there's really no way you can lose a dog for whatever reason, unless he's too strong and he just pulls you down. But in this starting position, we teach that if we want to give the dog some slack, this is how we do it. And to gain that slack back, we start by putting palm under and reach out. So at this point, we don't have to look where we are, because if we start here, follow the leash down, and we're there. So why is he doing it this way? It's you can see later on in training, especially if you're doing any kind of personal protection, it's safe, and if you practice it, it can save some butts. He has a video on, I'm going to see if I can dub that in. But this will be, like I said, starting position. And from the starting position, we have what we call locks, a thumb lock, finger lock, and a freehand lock. So if this is starting position, I'm going to bring this over. Starting position, let me hook it right here. So starting position here, if I want to go into a finger lock, I just wrap these three fingers in front of the leash, and now it's locked. It can't go anywhere. So from a finger lock to starting position, then we can do what's called a thumb lock. So we just wrap the leash around the thumb, gather the leash, and now it's even a stronger lock. So again, starting position into a finger lock, finger lock, thumb lock, finger lock, thumb lock. And for switching hands, and all of this, if you practice it, you can handle your dog. You don't have to look at the leash, because you know where the dog is, you know where your hand is. So for switching hands, all it is, I stick my thumb through this loop, and I gather the leash. So now I can come up, give the dog some slack, follow my leash up, and you should be able to do this without looking. If I can get that up so you can see, I'm not looking. So you should be able to do this without looking, switching hands. Now later on, we're going to talk about the importance of why this standardized leash handling is good, and yeah, I'll show you that later. But back to what we were starting with, thumb lock. It goes over your thumb. If anything is on the back of your hand, you're not in the standard. Finger lock, thumb lock, finger lock. You should be able to practice this and do it with any hand. And then once you get good at that, then we're going to start going down to the free hand. This is what's called a free hand. So free hand can also lock, finger lock, thumb lock, finger lock. I did go to one workshop and I watched how they handed off dogs, and you know, I was thinking in the back of my head, you know, that training I did, that would have been real good, a whole lot safer. So with that in mind, if I wanted to hand a dog off, someone to my right, I would do a finger lock. Now the dog is secure over here. He can't get to me, I have him. I would pass the loop to whoever is there. They would stick their thumb in the loop and they would do the same thing. They would reach their hand down just like I did. Once they reach their hand down and they do a finger lock or a thumb lock, they're going to let me know they have the dog and I can back away, and this person would be here while I backed away and it would be safe. Another thing real quick, I can demonstrate that. Angel, come. Angel, come. Angel, sit. If I wanted to, because in this training we do resistance training, if I want to go over and meet someone, shake someone's hand, I don't have to look back. And because of this training, the Leash Ninja skills, I can just walk out, shake whoever's hand it is, and I can feel if she's moving because she's gone through resistance training. So I can feel anything that she does. If she gets off that place, I feel it. And if she chooses to go and charge at whoever, or maybe it might be a dog, in this training, because we drill it, the dog can't get past me. So again, slow motion. I'm out to reach or greet someone, you know, almost out of the picture, and I feel that the dog is breaking. You know, if it's a lunge, you know, I'm going to do it. If it's something subtle, you know, they don't get much of a correction. But it would be, I just turn my hip, hand goes right under the other one. If it's right under the other one, you know where the leash is at. So it'd be just, woof. And like I said, I'll try and dub that in. You're free. Thank you. Hold on, AJ. So, where was I? So, two people in particular, the dog's going through the training, so this is one of the things I want them to practice. So, leash pumps are correction in this style training. We would have, because of the thumb lock and finger locks we have, this is how we would do a pump. This is a correction. This is like an annoying or a different way to teach a dog pressure on, pressure off. So back in the beginning, you know, leash manners, if the dog was pulling out to the end of the leash, we would just do a pump. Finger pump, hand pump. No heavy jerking, no, you know, nothing harsh. So, there. So, again, thumb pump, finger pump, thumb pump, finger pump. Switch hands, thumb pump, finger pump, thumb pump. Free hand, go into a finger lock, thumb lock, finger lock, thumb lock. Switch hands. Personal protection training, you want to know that if something happens, you can react, you know, just react. And if you do this practice, that reaction can save someone a bite. That reaction can do a lot. So back to, yeah, finger pumps. And I'm going to look at this and see if I want to change anything later. But this is where I'm starting. Again, this would be what I would want you to practice. I want you to get so where you don't have to look. Palm always goes underneath. And again, if I'm out here, I'm giving the dog freedom. If I'm going to shake someone's hand and that dog wants to react and get to whoever I'm greeting, that person might have a dog. If my dog wants to break, I'm going to feel him because of resistance training. I'm just going to turn, poof, and he's not going to get past me. So right now I'm going to stop with that. Just a little review. Remember, palm under the other hand. You don't have to look because you know in that other hand, out comes the leash. And that's a little Leash Ninja lesson for today. I'll be doing another one. Again, All for Dogs, Leroy Williams. Hello, Mr. Rocco. You could be famous now.